Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Road of Excellence. I keep saying that, right? Road to Excellence. This episode is going to be about the Caernarvon, and I'm going to make a garage replay of the Caernarvon, which is basically my new love when it comes to tier 8 heavy tanks. In my opinion, this is actually the best tier 8 heavy tank I have played so far because it is so... it has such a variety of gameplay that it can partake in. It can basically fit a lot of roles, and that's what I think is so great about it. Plus, it's a very reliable tank, and it's also what I just love about it. But anyway, this video is going to be about its capableness of being aggressive in tier 9 matches. I haven't really made I haven't really done any battles where I was doing it very good in tier 10. It's just a bit average in tier 10, but haven't really shined. But in tier 9 I have shined a lot, in my opinion. And this video is going to show you 3 replays of this tank being capable in tier 9. As you can see, I have not yet have the Mark of Excellence in this replay yet. This was on the start of the grind, I think, to the Conqueror. Right now I do have the Conqueror researched and I have bought it. So it's in my garage and it basically looks like a Caernarvon when stock. So first of all, over here there's basically a lot of tanks coming this way into the city. And currently I only have support from the IS-2 and the E-75. Maybe the T-54, if he's aiming our way. So first I get aim on the side of this T-34 heavy tank. And you can see there's so many more tanks coming along, a VKB and an IS-3. And I was getting worried over here. Didn't really know what to do. Because I just knew if, they would bum rush us, I would be dead in no time. Now I'm waiting and waiting for them to come around, because if I just come around they will shoot me first. So you can be aggressive, but you just need to await the moments you can shoot. Now I was distracted a little bit here, so I quickly shot at the IS-3 and only tracked him, sadly enough. However, I do see the side of this VKB, which is a very important target to me because that tank is very overpowered. And it's being driven by a unicorn, a unicum, which is, showing that he knows how to play his tank, or at least, anyone can play a VKB, I guess, and shoot premium ammo. Yeah, you'll just see it. He will be shooting premium ammo later on in the match, which I thought that was kind of lame. Who goes around shooting premium ammo with that tank? That tank has fine penetration. So I finish off this IS-3, which was an insta kill for me. Now this Loa comes forward, and basically he's done for because I have the great support of the E-75. We're only with 3 tanks here, and we're killing them like crazy. The Yak Panther is next, and you can see the T-54 on the map going into the flank is going to support us. However, I'm not done yet with this T-34. I was afraid he was going to shoot me because I don't really want to take hits yet. Because this was mainly at the start of my grind, so I was kind of exploring this tank still. Here you can see I take a hit and my driver gets killed. Now that's something this tank has a lot of problems with. Now my shot, weirdly enough, hits the rack of the IS-3. And like I said, this tank often has a dead driver, but it's not like every time. But it did catch my attention that a lot of times the driver gets killed. It's kind of weird. Now here I tried to side scrape. The T-34 misses, so I know he's on his long reload, so I can pop a few shots in before he manages to hit me again. However, that depends on how good his crew is. See, I shoot 2 times and he just manages to reload and hit me, but I know he's on a reload again. So he's dead. Another VKB is shooting premium ammo, and that just pisses me off. I mean, come on. How sad are you? I know even if I shoot premium ammo back, I just need to hit the turret, and I was done for already. So that was like a really dick move. Like, come on, who needs premium ammo against a Caernarvon with the VKB? Yeah, good game, man. Sadly enough, people like those will always exist. I mean, if you spam premium ammo in a tank that has bad pen, then I kinda get it. Or when you're bottom tier, but if you're top tier with such a good tank that's already overpowered, and you're... Yeah, come on, that tank has not a bad gun. Does not have a bad gun at all. Anyway, here's the next battle. I'm platooned up with Big 1R and the Dutch Ranger. And they are in their IS-3s. Big 1R already owns the IS-7, so he just plays it for fun as far as I remember. And the Dutch Ranger was busy with his grind for the IS-8. He now has the IS-8 and I have the IS-8 as well, and we've both platooned with it. And it's a pretty good tank actually, not a good heavy tank, but it's still a pretty good tank by itself. So here we are on WindStorm, and we are bottom tier. However, the enemy only has an IS-8, which again is not a good heavy tank. So I'm never afraid of IS-8s in the Caernarvon. Now here I try to wait if there's any you know, tanks coming around the corner, but no targets. So we go over here where there actually are any tanks, and we're lucky to stumble upon a few lower tiers. Well, a few, actually only one. The SU-101 is a tier 8, if I remember correctly. I've played it myself. Yeah, it's a tier 8. I should know better. I've played it myself, but it's just such a small tank you wouldn't guess it would be a tier 8 tank. There's the IS-8, which I told you about we aren't afraid of. I think it even has worse armor than the IS-3. Not even sure. But you see, just this IS-8 is just taking so many hits. And now even I give him one, and yeah. And I managed to kill him before my friends managed to reload, and that's just because of the quick rate of fire of this awesome tank. May not have a high damage, but it pays off over time when you just see the amount of extra shots you can take in tanks while others are reloading. And you can take on the role of a kind of medium tank and quickly go around the flank while still being able to tank shots, because you're still a heavy tank with capable armor. However, it differs how effective your armor will be from battle to battle, but those moments will be shown in another video. Now I am in the flank of this T-30, and he basically knows he's screwed because, you know, he has nowhere to go. Now this KV-3 hits me in the tracks, does no damage. The AMX M445 comes to support me, so I'm glad with that, because I need to focus on this T-30 first, because my two platoon mates are having a problem with him because they don't want to catch an unnecessary shot of the T-30. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna kill them for you while he is aiming your way. That's the safest bet to keep all the HP intact. And this M445 finishes off the KV-3. He did a good job in flanking him for me. Even though it was only a tier 7 tank, he still does what he can while being a bottom tier heavy tank. A mobile one, so he has the luck on that side, I guess, for being mobile. Because if you're a slow bottom tier heavy tank, then especially with a bad gun like the IS-2, I mean the IS-2 can kick ass, or the IS. Both of them basically pretty much the same tank, but they can both kick ass when top tier, but when bottom tier their guns are just inaccurate pieces of crap and they're just not that very fast or something. I mean, they're kind of mobile, but they're not as fast. And just the gun is just too derpy. You can see we've pretty much won the city over here. Basically without the support of any tier 9 tanks. or maybe with the Conqueror. I have no idea where he was the whole time. Wasn't paying attention a lot. Now you can see I am using my mobility to track down a few of the tanks that are left. And as you can see, our VKB is getting killed. I'm leaving the ISU behind me left for my platoon mate, who's gonna kill him. I'm just like, yeah, you're slower, you just get him and I'll get the further away targets. There, see the T-69 and just quickly aim and kill him. No problem at all. Of course, we were kind of lucky. There were not a lot of tier 9 tanks in the city. Now the SU shoots me with an HE shell, and I just, you know, shoot him and sadly enough hit him on the, you know, angled spot and bounce. So I'm like, oh damn it. But thankfully enough, my rate of fire saves me. He shoots me again, and as you can see, my driver is killed again. And for some weird reason I could not shoot because I was underwater or something, but still I managed to kill him. And kind of funny this, because you know, my tank is pretty much underwater, only the turret's sticking out, but still manages to have breath, my crew, so they're not drowning. But yeah, overall another good game. Now onto the third replay. Now in this match you will also see, of course, what the video is about, the aggressiveness of this tank while being bottomed here. Now, I do notice there aren't really a lot of tanks shooting me most of the time, but over here I think I will be taking a few more hits, and basically fighting against the VKB. However, the VKB just, I don't know what's about him, but he just kept showing his side, and I don't know. He doesn't really know how to play his tank, I think. I'm really sorry to say that, but yeah, I really was not afraid of him. Which is weird. Mostly I'm very afraid of VKBs, but for him, no. It was just pretty easy. Together with the hull downing this tank is capable of, it just serves for a very good battle in the end. Because, well, you will see for yourself. Kind of feel sad I cannot show you really many replays of in tier 10. I do remember a few times on mines being in the city and killing some, well, not killing really, but being frontline and just angling a bit. And I think one of my first few battles I even bounced an M103 in an IS-8 and stuff like that. And those are also tier 9s, but tier 10s really, well, tier 10s mostly don't really have a problem with me. But yeah, I'm here in the front line and there are a lot of tanks here. But I have my gun depression so I can stay hull down, and here I shoot the Loa through his turret. Now here comes the VKB, and this is the first part where I cannot really do anything, but I back off in time and he shoots the IS-3 or the Panther 8.8, one of the two. But yeah, I don't know why he did that. He was just showing the roof of his tank, so yeah, that was a pretty stupid move. He's probably very new to that tank, because the VKA was not armored at all and was more like a medium tank, and he's more in a medium position right now. So I don't know. Maybe he's just new with the tank. Here comes the Oni, showing his beautiful side, derping one shell into me. Now my gunner gets it, but yeah, it's just a, you know, a derp shell right in my turret or wherever my gunner is located. So it's no miracle that my gunner gets killed. But yeah, we are in a big heavy clash over here, and I'm kind of focusing on this VKB and the Loa. See, there's a T-32 coming to the right, but he's pretty much getting slaughtered now. The Loa is showing his side, and so will the VKB. He will be showing his side just in a few moments. As you can see right now, he's showing his side. Not a smart move. He does not really know how to play his tank. Now the Loa is also a very good tank when properly put hull down. Just don't show the bottom of your gun mantlet. Now VKB, again you are showing me your side. What are you doing, man? You have frontal armor that's even thicker, more effective than a mouse probably. And you just keep showing me that side. Now I just shoot one in this cupola and the accuracy pays off. 0.32 accuracy, pretty much almost never letting you down. Now I tried to go for the roof here on the IS-3, but just the angle wasn't good. Had no aim on the roof really. The IS-6 is over here. I tried to go for his cupola, but yeah, I missed because he's just moving way too fast to the rear. I just try one in his upper hull and it actually pens, to my surprise. Maybe it's because of the angle that I'm a bit higher than him. I'm not sure, but yeah, I had a feeling it was gonna pen. I try to go for the cheek here on the Loa, but he just backs off right in time, so my shot misses. And I just cannot get aim here because the IS-6 is hiding behind a wreck that's behind a bush, so I can really not see anything. And as you can see, now the IS-6 gets finished off by our E-75. I have no idea. I was in the front line the whole time, and now the E-75 is coming to help us. But he has lost a lot of HP, so he was probably dealing with tanks on the side of the hill or something. Now there's a hull down T-30, and I'm hull down as well. But yeah, he's too high. He can just easily have my hull pops right into me. But yeah, he gets distracted now, and he's done for. He's toast. There's nothing you can do against such a big group of tanks. Unless maybe you're an IS-4. Or a mouse. Damn, that thing can bounce, really. Should play it more often. Now here's my gun depression at work again. Quickly popping shots into the artillery here. Just reloading in time to deal the second shot before anyone else manages to steal the kill. And we head to the base quickly. However, everyone will pretty much get killed before we even get to the base, as far as I remember. Yeah, the Panther 8.8 is dead, and now the T-71 doesn't have a long time left. Yeah, there he goes. So yeah, that's again a nice battle while being bottom tier. Fighting the VKB. There's been a lot more battles I've played in tier 9 battles, but these are pretty much the ones where I've carried a lot. But you can easily see that there weren't a lot of tier 9 resistance fighting against me. So I was pretty lucky to you know, not face that many tier 9 tanks at once. But still, the VKB here wasn't. He just couldn't play his tank, kept showing his side. It was easy for me, but basically this thing, even when it comes bottom tier, you can just easily aim for the weak spots. For hull down tanks, you can easily aim for weak spots. Every time you can aim for weak spots because you have such a good gun with 0.32 accuracy, which can just help you every time. Even in tier 10, just aim for those weak spots. If you see an E100, aim for the police bar roof thingy on the turret. And yeah, if you face an IS-8, just pen him frontally, and the same goes with other tanks. I think I even managed to penetrate an E100 frontally with AP with this thing. It was straight towards me with this hull, but still, it is possible to just aim for all the weaker spots because this gun is so reliable. So when bottom tier, this thing can manage himself, even though this was not really bottom tier, this was mid tier, tier 9. But even bottom tier, yeah, I'm not sure if I can find a good replay example because I haven't really gotten you know, good matches bottom tier all the time. But they were decent, but not really exceptional. But I will see if I can find something. Maybe not. But this was just about being in tier 9 and showing its overall capability and aggressiveness at times. So I hope you enjoyed seeing the Caernarvon in action over here. And I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.